Hello, and we have another online fraudster. Beware, ladies, of dating frauds and scammers. It is real prevalent. It is a thing to do now. Is get online and play games with all types of different individuals and lie to them and scam them, whether it be for money, just for manipulation, for a place to stay. Beware of all of these people. Online dating is very, very scary and it's very dangerous. And you don't know, it could be somebody that maybe they're violent, maybe they're a killer, a rapist, a murderer. Who knows? Well, without further ado,
Yes. What could possibly go wrong? Wilson Edward Jackson, 37, reaching out across the country.
He was just smooth and just, compliments.
And I talked about he wants kids, he wants to get married, he wants to have a family.
Acacia Odenot of Scottsdale, Arizona, tells us she ended up paying for the plane ticket to meet him in LA.
He's like, oh, there must be something wrong with my bank card.
Tanisha from Tallahassee says Jackson knew she was especially vulnerable.
I was going through chemotherapy because I was diagnosed with cancer.
LAPD says there are victims in at least 8 states, cases going back 10 years. Investigators want any others to come forward. According to the lead detective, Jackson's latest love nest was in Woodland Hills. During a night of romance, stealing credit card info and bank account numbers.
It was a little over 6,000 total.
Odenot is among the many women scorned who have gone to work, tracking Jackson through the charges coming back to their accounts. It was in March one victim closed in. The CHP arresting Jackson after a San Jose woman reported Jackson swiped the keys to a rented Range Rover and left her stranded. Still, another alleged victim in New York posted bond for his release. His rearrest this week will add multiple charges of fraud. In addition, there is his debt. Investigators say he owes his landlord $12,000 and is being evicted. His victims, meantime, offer some free advice.
Make your money the honest way. Do things that you're supposed to do. Work.
Ça, c'est bon. C'est très
hey,
jus.
so that's basically it on that. All right.
Está fresca y confortable con
So that's just a commercial, but just beware of who you're getting involved with. I'm gonna try to see if I can go back to that, but it is really scary because you don't know who you're getting
Air-cooled
involved
memory
with
foam, exclusivo de
nowadays.
Skechers. Ligeros y ventilados, Skechers ofrece una plantilla
That's
de
probably
air-cooled
gonna play
memory
the video again, so I'm
foam.
gonna cut it
Fresca
off in the
comodidad con
middle
cada
of it.
paso.
But
Para máxima
beware.
comodidad, air-cooled memory foam. Disponible solo en Skechers.
You just gotta beware of who you're involving yourself with.
Tonight, police allege that he scammed women here in California as well as in other states. Numerous reports of ID theft, brand theft, and forgery involving the suspect going back.
Wow, they got videos
years.
of him everywhere.
Police say Wilson Jackson portrayed himself as a successful businessman as he targeted single women through social media and other websites, saying he wanted a dating relationship. Detectives allege most of his victims live outside California.
What he would do is offer to fly him here, and if they would pay for their ticket, he promised to reimburse them, or sometimes he would pay for the ticket.
The 37-year-old Woodland Hills resident now behind bars, accused of scamming his dates.
Unbeknown to these victims, while they were asleep or using the bathroom, he would go into their purse and steal their identity, steal their checking account information, their debit card, as well as their credit card information.
Police say there are dozens of female victims. Detectives suspect he used their stolen information to buy himself clothes, pay bills, or make travel arrangements for other women.
As if a broken heart wasn't enough, he would financially devastate many of these women.
In 2011, Orlando police were calling him a person of interest in a check debit card fraud scheme. Back then, he went by the nicknames Sincere and Dead Truth.
It's really sad to think that people are actually capable of doing that.
And if you have any information, call LAPD. In the meantime, Wilton Jackson remains behind bars, his bail set at nearly $300,000.
So just be careful. There's so much going on online, ladies. You guys, I mean, I just thought people were a little bit smarter than this. I'm talking about, you know, all this trying to find relationships. This is just really putting yourself out there to be vulnerable. But with that being said, thanks for listening.